Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. Heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up.
Rain game, let's lock in. We need it. We need it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Off the play fake on first down. Wasting no time taking a shot.
Yo, why he threw the ball so short? That's a touchdown.
That is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games today.
Bro, I got him beat by 10 fucking yards. Why we threw
There's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Got the first down. Looking for more.
Let's go. Let's go.
He's got some space. At the 20. And he just
Let's go, man. All right, running back 3, man. Running back 3. Stop playing, man.
Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum.
And
get into a rhythm.
Ball,
How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Telling you that now.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
All that. Get the twins out there, man.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Got the first down and more. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
And the Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback keeps
not there, man. That's not there. None of that shit is there. Punt that fucking ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. To throw, it's Rayner. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Oh, that's not.
After giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And on that RPO, they just can't link up. Timing was a little bit off. The ball came out quickly, just not the most accurate throw. The defense was in good position.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Rides the back on the option to give. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
2 possessions right here, man. Come on.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt
He's
team.
not even stopping me, bro. I'm just trying to do too much, bro, in the rain, bro.
Wants to bring it back. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. South Carolina offense is back on the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3-and-out, and they'll try to do better this time around.
Look at that. all day, man. We
He
getting
has
ass
the
up
first
front,
and still
man.
on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Across the 35. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. The give to the left. There he goes. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Go straight ahead. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The give on the option. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. The Tigers will hustle to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They'll run it. Creates a little space. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Safe completion on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Got his man out.
Good.
He did
Go for it.
not make
You
it
lose the game right here. Go for it.
third down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Trying to keep the drive alive. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, going for it and getting it on 4th down. Close to midfield, I think, just gave this offense a ton of momentum. I'm curious to see what they're going to do here. Maybe take a shot and see if they can really seize and capitalize on all this good mojo now going their way.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
He leaves it with his back. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Caught behind the line. It's Henderson. Almost popped free on the screen, but he'll be stopped short of the line to gain. It's 4th down.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch, who's really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
Would have been a 52-yard field goal attempt from here, so they'll try to pick up the first down here on 4th. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And your decision to go for it on 4th down has a lot to do with your kicker. How strong is his leg? Some of these guys nowadays, they can boot the ball 50, 60 yards, no problem. Do I believe in him or do I go for it? And they believed in their offense, they went for it, and they got the first down.
To the ground, he's got it again. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man. It's Cobb. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Might be changing the route. They'll throw it from the red zone. Just threw that one way too far.
You simply don't see that very often. Quarterback of this guy's caliber, missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
It'll be 3rd and long. Handoff from the gun. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard, it's good. This is now a 7-point game. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Rayner. Gets open down the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The give is to Taylor. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, South Carolina.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
I go up 24-3, I'm telling you, bro.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll try the run. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Howard. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Knight. Blasted as he lets it go. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
From the gun, the ground game. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Finds the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The defense calls the timeout there, second of the day, as they try to get their act together. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Gonna run it. It's Cobb. Crosses the 45. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lane, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing. You better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
They'll give it to him again. Turning it on. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to pass. It's Knight. Got him in. It's Cobb. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
A shot toward the end zone. And they can't make the play on third down.
Oh, those are those opportunities in the game. You got a chance to take points off the board, make a big play, and you just couldn't squeeze the interception. That's one of those plays coaches come back to, talk about, say, think if we get this pick and we start taking this the other direction and we take points off of the scoreboard.
Auburn trying to convert on fourth down.
Black 24. Black easy.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking for the end zone. And touchdown, Tigers.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem.
Good talk, man.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
Come on, Rainer. Draw the ball off. Somebody get a towel, draw the ball off.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. To the air. It's Rainer. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. And the pass is broken up, incomplete, but there is a penalty flag on the field, and they may be throwing it in reverse. One more snap coming before halftime. They go to the ground. Moving past the 25. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Auburn offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They're setting up the screen, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Might be calling a hot route. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Taylor has it. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The inside handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. At the 35, he's got room. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. At the 20, he's got space. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The toss sweep to the right. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. UMass needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Amherst behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Toledo. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Look out, he's got room. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
They're going to ride this running back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Fires toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. Returns it all the way back to the 23-yard line, and the defense gets a turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Complete to start this drive. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
The Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give on the inside. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Right back to the well. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking for a crease. It's Robinson. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. To the ground with the back. Past the first down marker and still running. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Looking to throw, it's Knight. The sure hands, it's Simmons. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Breaks into the open. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Now, fourth down.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Tigers want to crank the tempo.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on fourth down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this.
Oh, he's got some space.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Using his feet. Can't get him to the ground. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it on the counter. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. The running back has it. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. From the shotgun, the inside give. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. With the run on 1st and goal. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. Give to the back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Oh, Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. UMass is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sam the Minuteman isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over Toledo. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field to score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You've got to get it back.
Rides to the back and leaves it. And he is just engulfed at the line on this giant defensive tackle.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Rayner. Gonna let it fly. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Offense set on 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of game.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Unloads to the wideout. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They closed the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Handoff from the shotgun. There he goes. Made a defender miss. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Quarterback making adjustments. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Auburn going to work with another first down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Simmons. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the gun, the running back has it. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch. And those big moments right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead and do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to give me a stop.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Scanning the field, it's Rayner. Makes the catch, it's Grove. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost the fire on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, and just what the doctor ordered. You needed a... play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. He'll get this drive started from the 29. Back to throw, it's Knight. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And I'm going to be really curious to watch this offense and see how much faith and trust they have in themselves and the weather, right? Like, it's passing situation. It's a 2-minute situation. You practice spreading this ball all over the field. Can you do that? Because this is not ideal weather, and you can't make a mistake here.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They'll run the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. To the air on second down. Buys a little extra time. On the run, fires downfield. Got a man in the middle. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. It's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. That is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
South Carolina, 27, 24.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Turning it on. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
That's a first down for the offense.